Welcome to Excel tables part 3. In this lesson we're going to learn how to sort Excel tables, how to randomize data after sorting, and how to apply filters and slicers in Excel tables. So let's begin with sorting. When you create an Excel table, it gives you these filter buttons that enable you to filter and also sort your data. So you can sorting your data means arranging your data in a way that groups certain attributes together. For instance, I want to sort this data from oldest to newest or newest to oldest. These are date sorts or number sorts. When I click on that, it all starts from 2016 moving down to 2017, 2018, and so on and so forth. So that's it for number filters. We could also sort for region, company, category, packaging, and product. These are all text fields, so we could sort them alphabetically from A to Z, Z to A. We can also sort by colors. If we have some colors here, we can place those colors on top. So we don't have that for now. We just go with sort from Z to A or from A to Z. You notice that when you use these sort buttons here, I first of all sorted by category Z to A, and then I sorted by packaging A to Z. You notice that the last sorting becomes your major sorting, and then the previous sorts, they become your minor sorts in that order. So if I sort another column here, say company, from A to Z, this sort now becomes the major sort, then this is the first minor sort, and then this is the following minor sort. If you notice down here, so all the bottles come before. Now you have the soft alcohol, but all within brasseries. So that's how sorting works when you use these filter buttons here. But you could do more with sorting by using the sort from the data tab. When you go to data tab under sort and filter, you can use this sort button, or from the home tab you have sort under editing. Here you have sort and filter, you have custom sort. It brings up this dialog box, which is the same thing that you get from here. It's the same thing from here. Now with this dialog box, you can clearly define which one is your major sort and which one is your minor sort. So I say for here, I want to arrange it first by company, and then A to Z. I add another level, then by region, A to Z, and I add another level, then by amount. And with this amount, I'm sorting largest to smallest. Click OK. Now you have your data sorted in that order. Now one bad thing with sorting is that after sorting, even if I go back into this sort dialog box here and I delete all this sorting, all these levels here, I still get that data. It still remains in the same way. Now when I click nothing changed, I don't just have the sorts applied, but the data is still in the same way in which it was sorted. Now there are certain things you want to do with this data that you need to randomize it. So how do you quickly randomize data that has been sorted? All you need to do is add another column to the table. I'll call this one run, and here you use a simple formula. There are two functions you can use, two functions for randomly generating numbers. You have the run function, which will generate numbers between 0 and 1, and you have the run between, which is going to generate numbers between any range that you specify. So I'll go with the run function. Just press enter. You don't need to put in any function arguments because it's a volatile function. Now you can sort this column. This will completely randomize your data, because each time you perform an action at new F9, as I press the recalculate button here from formula bar, new numbers will be generated. When you recalculate, just double click enter, new numbers are generated, double click, new numbers are generated. So you can resort to completely randomize the data in a way that you want. I get rid of this column. The next thing we want to look at is slicers. Slicers are incredibly powerful. For those who are not versed with writing formulas, if they master how to use slicers, they can produce reports, even though the reports will not be dynamic, but they can manage to use slicers and produce very good reports. So how do we use slicers? There are three types of filters. There are three types of filters. We have date filters. When I look at this one here, these are date filters here. You can filter dates that are equal to before, after, between certain dates, tomorrow, today, yesterday, and all what you have here. Then when you look at down here, if you have correct dates in this column, Excel will automatically group those dates according to hierarchy. In the date hierarchy, the year is the highest. When I expand it down here, you have from the year, you have the months here, January, February, up to December. Then within each month, when you expand, you have the days now within that month. So Excel automatically groups up the dates here. The same thing with 2017, 2016. Then you can now filter. For instance, if I say I want to filter out just 2016 records, I'll click OK. Now all records that are showing here are just the records for 2016. And I could go further that within 2016, I want just January. So you uncheck January. So these are all the records for January 2016. And notice that this total row here is updating to show only the visible cells, the totals for the visible cells. So I clear that filter on the date. The next type of filter will have text filters. Here you have, when you click on this filter button, it gives you first a unique list of all the items in this column. So these are the unique list of regions that we have in this column. Then up here you have text filters. You could have equal to, does not equal, begins with, ends with, contains, does not equal. Let's just try contains here and see what happens. When I take contains, I say north and click OK. So you have all the regions that contain the word north. There's far north, there's northwest, there is a north region itself, and those are the three regions that contain the word north inside. So Excel automatically filters that. So you could also use this search button here. If I unfilter and the search, so I try typing the north. Now Excel brings up all those regions that contain that same word north. So it could be the same thing like what we did here, contains. Now if I just click OK, they filter out that same selection that we have. We can unfilter. Excuse me. Then the next type of filter I have are number filters. When I click down here, I have number filters. You see, you can filter numbers that are equal to a certain number, does not equal, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, between, top 10, above average, below average. Let's just try these numbers of above average here. You see, when you filter, you have these rows here. These that are not consistent. This 23, 24 is hidden, 25, then 26 is hidden, 27, 28 is hidden, 29, 30, 31, 32. So you see that all these numbers here, they are above the average sales that we made. So there are so many things you can do with filters. This one is kind of, I don't see how good you use this because it gives you a unique list of each sales here. But these ones are actually very powerful numbers. You could filter numbers between a certain range, between 10,000 and 20,000. You want to get all the sales between 10,000 and 20,000. So all of that, those are the sales that met that criteria. Also, instead of using the filter button here, you can actually use this powerful tool from the design menu here that we call the slicer to do your filters. This one gives you a convenient way to filter your data. Let me add in just two filters here, the company and the region, and click OK. Now I have my two slicers here. If I select in the far north or in the east, this is the east that I've selected, all records for the east show up here. And now I can take just the Guinness for the east, and you see how convenient it is to use slicers. If you want to select more than one criteria, you click on this button or you hold down your control key and click. Now that's for east, north, far north and littoral. Those are the records. And for brasseries, so you can use slicers to easily filter your data, especially when your sheet is very heavy. Slicers will give you an easy way for you to filter. So to toggle, I can clear the filters here. Notice that if you delete these filters after you have applied them without clearing, they will not automatically clear here. So this range will still be filtered. So for you to clear the filters, you can trace the column here and clear filters, or to clear filters from the entire table, simply press Ctrl-Shift-L back to put back your filter buttons. So there's a lot about filters and sorting, But that's just an introduction. As we get further into the course, we will be exploring all of those options. So see you in the next videos.